Happy Monday! Surprise everyone, I'm in for Brad. So everything's fine. He's just off for one day this week. Well, 2 days this week. I'll fill in for him on Friday as well. But that's okay. We're going to go over some of our forecasts for the week ahead. Here's what we're expecting right now. We did have some heavy showers, some earlier storms before that, but it seemed to die off well into the afternoon, getting into the evening. And now we're just dealing with some back half residual showers. I know it's kind of hard to see here, but focus on the green for the most part. So looks like a heavier shower is passing around Coleman. So that's where the greatest chance for rain is at the moment. We'll continue to see a rinse and repeat of rain chances in the afternoon for the next couple of days. I'll walk you through what to expect in just a moment. But temperatures right now, with that rain-cooled air, a lot of us have been in the 70s for a couple of hours at this rate. Some areas are in those low-end 60s already. We're expecting to start Tuesday off in the mid to upper 60s. So we're starting to see a lot of folks take that decline before the night closes. We're seeing 72 here in Huntsville, 70 from Meridianville, and 67 up in Winchester. So a good deal of a mixed bag of cooler conditions for the evening. Some folks still dealing with a passing shower or two. Looking ahead for your Tuesday, though, we're going to continue, like I said, seeing some afternoon showers and thunderstorms throughout the afternoon into the evening, but we'll be a little cooler. Today's high was expected to be around 82, 83. We'll be just below that at 81. Some areas with that cloud cover building in mid-morning, it'll be a little bit of a challenge to get to those low-end 80s. So some folks will stay around 78, 79 and really struggle to get above that. A lot of our feel-like temperatures will be right on the dot, so it's not going to feel much warmer than what it is. Like I mentioned, out the door, though, looking at 8 a.m., that's about 68, 69 for a couple of folks. So we'll be in the 70s for a good portion of our day, but like I mentioned, some folks will stay in those 70s. A couple of our warmer communities, off the top of my head, I can think of Athens is usually warmer, the Shoals, they'll see probably 80, 81 out of their Tuesday. So keep in mind, though, we'll continue to see a couple of early morning showers, and then showers will continue to grow throughout the afternoon and evening. Here's our hour by hour to take us through that. So looks like tomorrow morning at around 4:30 for the early risers as we get back onto the work schedule for this week. Looks like heaviest rain chances will hang around Russellville a little bit. We'll start to see rain chances move through some of the western communities around 5:30. Some folks will hear rain on the rooftop closer to 8 and 9 a.m. We'll see a passing shower through Huntsville, where a lot of us are in those low-end 70s closer to the 9 a.m. hour. So we do warm up just a little quicker than anticipated. We've got a good breeze, though, about 6 miles per hour, so that's nice. But we start to see those rain chances pick up, especially for our Tennessee counties, right around the early afternoon, just before noon, actually. So we'll see some rain chances grow throughout the afternoon. This is 3 o'clock that you're seeing on the radar right now. So continuing through the rest of the afternoon and evening, rain-cooled air will start to continue to push down on us. We'll see Athens get to those upper 60s right around 4:30, so it'll make it a little cooler out the door. If you have some afternoon plans, maybe you're making that commute home or picking up some groceries, or the students are walking home from school by this point, heavier rain chances are expected for a good deal of our northernmost Alabama communities. So keep that in mind as you go through the rest of your afternoon and evening. We'll see a centralized cell of showers throughout Decatur and Moulton. Again, lots of us in those low-end 70s, but the folks that are getting the heaviest rain chances at the point in time, we'll start to see some upper 60s out of their area. We'll see those rain chances continue throughout the night, kind of similar to what we saw tonight. We'll see those rain chances finally clear up well into the 8 and 9 o'clock hours. So again, walking you through your temperatures, we'll see those 60s out of our mornings, and then once we get past that 8, 9 o'clock hour, we start to see the sun rise real well. We'll have some low-end 70s, and then we'll be in those mid to upper 70s closer to your afternoon hours. So we're expecting rain chances to build back in for a lot of us, being more widespread closer to the 4 and 5 o'clock hours. Some folks could see a shower as early as 1 and 2 o'clock, specifically our Tennessee communities, and then also our westernmost folks as well. If you're west of I-65, expect that for your Tuesday early afternoon. So humidity is going to hang around for most of the week, but thank goodness it's not oppressive, right? We're dealing with comfy and sticky conditions. A lot of our dew points are staying well under 70 until about Friday, where we start to see some drier conditions come through, and some humidity could possibly build back into the forecast as we get to Friday, judging off of how late Thursday's showers will fall through the valley. So that'll really change the culture of what's going to go through the rest of those days moving into the weekend, because we do have drier conditions, but with the rain and then dealing with a blast of cool air, we could possibly see some nice feeling conditions, but much cooler than what we've been seeing from the past couple of days, possibly. We're still waiting on how strong that cold front looks like it'll be for a lot of our communities. So we're also hoping a good deal of the rain chances that we're seeing currently through this week. We're hoping that's going to start to take our drought monitor away from those abnormally dry conditions into some better moisture for our western communities. These folks have been abnormally dry for quite a few weeks at this rate. I believe this is maybe week 3. It's been some rough patches for our western communities. The expectation with the drought monitor, just to kind of make sure everyone's on the same page with that, all of the data comes in on a Tuesday. They gather all the data from the previous week on Tuesdays. So tomorrow's data that they pull will be from the past week. Then it is distributed to us from the National Weather Service by Thursday. So that means by Thursday, we'll have an updated look to see what's kind of changed in the past week. I don't expect a whole ton to change, because our western folks still missed out on a good deal of rain, but it could change a little bit. We did have Haleyville a part of the abnormally dry area at one point. So you see now they're back to regular status, and I'd like to see more of these areas move out of that abnormally dry yellow and just be back to somewhat normal. So it just really depends on the rainfall that we'll get. I'll be interested to see what changes from this upcoming week's forecast of rain as well. So here's what we're dealing with pollen. Don't know if you can hear it, but I am also a little stopped up myself. I have pollen allergies, so I think I speak for all of us with allergies when I say I'm excited for this rain. Please push all these allergens away. Here's what we're looking at. High chances for ragweed and all the grass pollen, which is not so good for us. But as we get to Thursday, which is going to be the final day of rain chances for this week, we start to see moderate pollen count. So it's gonna be great. I think when I checked earlier on the pollen site, I think it was 117 pollen particles measured. That's very high, according to the Weather Channel. That is very high. I am not a big fan. This has taken a step down, though, because we did see extreme. I want to say extreme was Sunday morning. What was the last time I saw extreme? Yeah. So at least we're down to high. I would like to be at low. You know, I'm kind of tired of sneezing every time I walk into a room and all the craziness that goes along with that. Just want to feel normal, you know? Here's what we're looking at for the week ahead. Looks like it's updated and I forgot to take the Labor Day down. I wish you had another Labor Day on Tuesday, but no, we do not. Here's what we're expecting, though. Rain chances to continue through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Thursday's when we finally start to see some rain chances taper off. Greatest chance for rain will be on Wednesday. That's the heaviest amount that we're expecting, 50% chance. Great deal of folks will see some rain. If you missed out on rain today, and maybe you miss out just a tad tomorrow, you don't get as much as you would like, by Wednesday, a good portion of us should have a good deal of rain. So looking ahead to the following weekend, we start to see drier conditions, beautiful sunshine, cloud cover starts to build in on Saturday and Sunday, pushing us down a little bit into some cooler conditions from Friday. Friday almost tapping at 90. It's 89 so far, but as we start to see more cloud cover, that'll keep us on the cooler side of things. And you can look at our lows for those 2 days, Saturday into Sunday and Sunday into Monday. Lows are in the mid and upper 50s. So we're about to get real cool real quick. As we get to the back half of the work week, we start to see those temperatures just kind of stay still right around those mid 80s. So plenty of sunshine to go around looking ahead into that following week. We'll also see some good cloud cover here and there. Not expecting gloomy days beyond that point, but make sure you keep it in mind that you're going to have to keep that umbrella on standby for the next couple of days. We'll be on at 10 in about 15 or so minutes, actually 14 to be technical, but hope you'll tune in. I'll go back through all of this one more time for you if you feel like there's something you'd like for me to keep up with or you have a question for me. My messaging app, DMs, they're always open, so feel free to leave a message, leave me a comment. I try and check Facebook daily, so keep that in mind if you have any weather questions. I will not be attending the tailgate tour this Friday, so I won't be able to do shenanigans with Peyton and annoying Carl and Kaylee with my terrible football skills. But all that to be said, they will be at James Clemens, Bob Jones game. Go Jets. They'll definitely handle that and have tons of fun. So all that to look forward to, and it's going to be a gorgeous day for it on Friday. So beautiful day for some football, but we're going to have rain chances to push through for the rest of our week. But once we get past that beautiful weather, right? Let's keep it positive. Hope you have a great rest of your Labor Day, the last, hour and a half, 2 hours left of it. And enjoy your shortened work week. Hope you were well rested going into this week, and I will see you at 10 o'clock, and I'll be back tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. for another weather forecast, your first alert weather extra. So have a good night.